it's Corrina, your virtual health coach, and in this video I have 3 surprising weight loss tips. These are tips that really don't fit in with kind of the mainstream approach to losing weight, but I feel that these really address some of the biggest weight loss mistakes that people are making. So let me know what your challenges are with weight loss. Is there maybe a specific part of your body like the belly fat or weight around the thighs? What are the challenges that you are facing? I would love to do a video specifically addressing the biggest weight loss challenges. I hope that these tips help you. Let's go ahead and get started. So my first tip for this video is to eat more fats. Most people who are trying to lose weight are reaching for low-fat and fat-free foods. We could think about skim milk and even fat-free peanut butter as examples. The idea that eating fats is what makes us gain weight has largely been disproven in the scientific studies as of late. So what they're finding is that actually weight gain is more associated with refined carbohydrates, and people who eat healthy sources of fat on a regular basis tend to be closer to their ideal weight, tend to have less belly fat, and actually tend to have fewer problems with things like binge eating, overeating, etc. Partly because fats help to actually satisfy our hunger, and partly because healthy fats are one of the body's nutritional needs. So if you're not eating healthy fats, this could be a big reason that you find yourself overeating other foods and feeling like you maybe even don't have control over your eating. So let's talk about some specific examples of healthy fats. So I have a couple of different examples here. Avocado, one of my absolute all-time favorite foods of all time. And this Kerrygold grass-fed butter. Now, the thing about butter is that you start to lose the health benefits of the fat when you heat it. So cooking with butter is really not the best idea. My preferred oil for cooking is coconut oil, but really if you can just cook with water using steam and avoiding cooking oils, that's going to be a really good tip. In order to get the health benefits from things like olive oil and coconut oil, they need to be consumed raw. So throw them in a smoothie, throw them in a salad dressing. But anyhow, so butter is on here too. And who doesn't freaking love butter? So I know that dairy is kind of a point of contention, but I wanted to show that grass-fed butter can be a healthy fat. Okay, and then I have some nuts here. I have some raw almonds and raw cashews. Now, the thing about nuts is that they are so nutritionally packed. It's really kind of incredible. So adding nuts to your diet is one of the best things you can do, and honestly, one of the simplest things you can do. It's so easy to just snack on nuts throughout the day. Have them in a little bag in your purse so that you always have them on hand. Throw them into your salads, your smoothies, whatever it may be. So easy to incorporate. And one of my favorite ways to enjoy eating nuts is actually making nut milk, or in this case, what I've made is almond milk. So you can do this with a cheesecloth and stuff, but I find that having the actual bag is really, really helpful and makes this like 100 times easier than using a strainer or just a piece of cheesecloth. So Artisan Cooking Supply, my sponsor for this video, has created these awesome little drawstring nut milk making bags. And I'm actually going to show you in a second how I made this almond milk, how easy it is. You can buy store-bought almond milk, cashew milk, coconut milk is another really common one. Typically, those are going to contain refined sugar. You'll see fillers like carrageenan and guar gum in virtually all of the store-bought nut milks. So making your own at home is a really super simple, really easy way to truly get the health benefits and not those added sugars and other weird added stuff that we typically find in the store-bought brands. Nuts are a fantastic food for weight loss. They contain healthy fats, healthy protein, healthy fiber. They're also a great source of vitamins like vitamin E, which is a very powerful antioxidant. Remember, antioxidants, anti-aging. They're also an excellent source of minerals like magnesium. So adding nuts into your diet is one of the best things I can tell you to do, not only for your weight, but also for improving your health. Nuts have been shown to reduce high blood pressure. They've been shown to help people manage their blood sugar levels more easily. So there's just so many different reasons to eat more nuts. I'm nuts about nuts, if you can't tell. Anyways, so making your own nut milk at home is awesome. And I just wanted to show you real quick all of the different things that this bag can be used for. So nut and seed milk, fruit sauce, sprouting, which is another way to unlock even more nutrients from, your grains, nuts, seeds, etc. Juicing, teas, and even making cheese, which is really cool. So you'll find a link in the description if you would like to check out Artisan Cooking Supply and maybe check out trying some of these bags out for yourself. Now let's take a quick look at how I made this delicious almond milk. So here I have my almonds. They've been soaking overnight in water. When we soak things like nuts, grains, and beans overnight, it helps to make them easier to digest, and a lot of times people that experience digestive issues or bloating after eating those foods, you'll find that soaking them overnight will drastically improve those issues. So after we've soaked them overnight, we want to rinse them off with filtered water, really making sure that they are nice and clean before we put them in the blender. So we can already see that these soaked almonds are significantly more soft and plump than the raw ones. So you can kind of see the difference there. So I'm going to take my soaked almonds and put them in the blender. Now, I didn't use a measuring cup, I used this little cup. So our ratio here is approximately 3.5 cups of water to 1 cup of nuts. So I'm going to do 1, 2, 3.5. So I've added my 3.5 cups of water to the almonds. Now at this point you could go ahead and blend it up. You would have an unsweetened almond milk. I, however, am going to add in a couple of things to sweeten this up. So you could use dates as a great natural sweetener. I'm actually going to use a little bit of this raw organic honey. And I think we'll actually add in the honey after. So I've just added in my 3.5 cups of water. Now, if you were going to use something like cacao beans or vanilla beans to flavor your almond milk, you would want to go ahead and add those now before we blend them. But I'm going to add in my flavoring items after I get these blended up. All right, so I am going to blend this again, but at this point, I'm going to go ahead and add my couple of items that are going to give me a little bit of flavor. So I'm going to use just a little bit of vanilla extract. Vanilla extract is something you just need a tiny, tiny amount of. If you want to just use 1/4 teaspoon, you can. Probably added in about 1/2 teaspoon here. I'm also going to add in some cinnamon. Gives a lovely flavor in almond milk. You can always add more later. And then I'm going to use some raw organic honey to sweeten my almond milk. You could use dates as a wonderful natural sweetener, or maple syrup is another good one. Things like honey and maple syrup contain a lot of minerals. So these are great natural sweeteners, definitely way better for us than refined sugar, high fructose corn syrup, or any of those other types of issues. I'm just going to add in 2 of these little spoonfuls here. Again, we can always add more later if we want it sweeter. Ooh, it smells really good. Okay, so once we have our almonds, water, and other flavorful items kind of all blended up here, comes the fun and somewhat messy part. So I encourage you to we have a towel nearby. So now for the fun but somewhat messy part, I have my artisan cooking supply, nut milk bag. It looks like this. So I'm actually going to do this over a big pan here. Ultimately, I want my almond milk to go in this glass. I'm going to put the glass in here, but I have the big pan just in case because this could get messy, right? So let's see what happens. All right, so I've still got a lot of sediment there kind of at the bottom. I'm going to use my honey spoon. Okay, so you can see I already got almost a glass of almond milk here, and then there is a lot in my pan too, so that was a good idea, having a little safety net. And then you can just kind of squeeze the rest of the almond milk out. So I'm just kind of breaking up some of that almond meal that's in there with my fingers so that I can give it another squeeze. Let's see how much almond milk we can get. That is probably about it right there. So I want to show you what this almond meal looks like. So don't throw away the almond meal that remains. I'm actually going to put this in a little jar and freeze it for now. You can use it in baking. You can use it in all kinds of different areas. So the almond meal that remains is actually a really valuable part too. Of course, we got a lot of fiber and nutrients in there, so you don't want to throw that away. And voila. I'm going to put this into the refrigerator, let it chill for a little bit. My second tip is to stop weighing yourself. Or if you are going to weigh yourself, do it smarter. So what I mean by that is that when we are slaves to the scale, when we're constantly looking at our weight day after day, what tends to end up happening is that we are so fixated on this number and whether or not that number is moving that we can kind of start to lose sight of our overall goal. We start to really fixate on that number, and if that number isn't going down, we feel like we're not doing it right, nothing's working, and it totally defeats our motivation. So where it can be really motivating to see your progress, it's actually way worse for you if you feel like you're not seeing that number go down. So one reason for that is that muscle actually weighs more than fat. So if you're working out, you're actually going to maybe see your weight increase, again, because muscle weighs more than fat. Another consideration is that we weigh different things throughout the day. We weigh different things depending on when was the last time we ate, when was the last time we exercised. We also will retain water at different rates, different parts of the day, different parts of the year. So there's all these different factors that start to kind of fog up what that scale is showing you. So what I mean when I say to weigh yourself smarter is to consider getting a smart scale. So this one is by Crazo, not quite sure how you pronounce it. But essentially what it does is it connects to an app on your phone. So then it sends all this information to the app in your phone. It's going to show me what percentage is water weight, what's my body fat percentage, what's my BMI, and then it even has this little chart that kind of shows where my BMI falls on the scale. So this gives us so much more information than just seeing how much we weigh. And if you were to actually keep doing this and keeping track of your numbers, it even keeps track of all of it for you, and you'll end up seeing a little graph showing your progress. So now you're actually able to watch your body fat percentage change or watch your BMI change. And you just have so much more information to help let you know if your workouts are working and how your weight loss journey is going. Perhaps the most important part of this tip is just to avoid stressing yourself out about your weight. And even if you're using a smart scale, use that information to help push you forward. And just try to avoid stressing yourself out over those numbers. Use them to help you and don't let them hold you back. My third tip is to stop trying to lose weight. And what I mean by that is to take your focus off of weight loss and try to put it more on improving your health. So let's talk about a specific example. One of the most common things that I see is people drinking these meal replacement type beverages. SlimFast is maybe the most popular one. So I've talked about SlimFast in several videos. Our first ingredient is fat-free milk. So if you think about my first tip about eating healthy fats and not taking the fats out of food that naturally contain them, you can see why right off the bat, I'm not a fan of this product. Second ingredient is sugar. Third ingredient, Arabic gum, canola oil, milk protein concentrate, blah, 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 blah. We also have artificial sweeteners like acesulfame potassium. So there are just so many reasons that this is a threat to your health. And in so being, it's a threat to your weight loss. So one simple thing we can do is to stop drinking these weight loss drinks that, SlimFast even designed their bottle, right, to make you think it's going to help you lose weight. We also have this South Beach Diet 100 calorie smoothie. Stop drinking the weight loss drinks. They're full of a bunch of processed junk. And instead, opt for something that is geared towards improving your health. So I have this Kachava meal replacement here as an example. So what you'll notice is nowhere on this bag does it say diet or weight loss or slim or whatever. This is a product that was designed with health in mind, rather than trying to make you think it's going to help you lose weight. So the thing about this stuff is that it contains a lot of protein, a lot of healthy fats, contains a lot of greens like broccoli, kale, spinach, Brussels sprouts, garlic, asparagus, celery, all these different vegetables. So not only is it going to be great to help you replace a meal, all right, and actually, if we just look at the protein content alone, comparing these, we get 24 grams of protein from this meal replacement drink, 10 grams of protein in the SlimFast, and only 6 grams of protein in the South Beach Diet. So, between these not containing fats, they're not going to fill you up. They don't really contain, let's see if we got any fiber, 5 grams of fiber, 6 grams of fiber, 9 grams of fiber. No fats, less protein. This gives you healthy fats, and it gives you twice or more than twice the protein than these other drinks. And it also is going to give you health benefits. So one really core part of my philosophy as a holistic health coach is that your health and your ideal weight are going to kind of come hand in hand. So if you can take your focus off of weight loss and being stressed out about losing weight and try to think more about just improving your health and doing things that are good for your body, you're going to find that all that excess weight just starts to fall off. So shift your focus, understand that supporting your health and really even prioritizing your health over weird weight loss claims and weight loss products is actually going to help you to get closer to those weight loss goals. Thank you so much for watching this video. Would love to hear your feedback on any of these tips I shared. And if you want to leave me your biggest weight loss challenge or what you find the hardest about losing weight, would love to know that. Would love to make a video for you. I hope you'll subscribe to the channel so you can come back and join me again in the future. We have all kinds of different information on this channel. Follow along workouts, follow along yoga. We have lots of informational videos to really address all the different aspects of your life, helping to improve your health, and in so doing, help you reach that weight loss goal that you have as well. If you'd like to learn more about me, you can visit me at CorrinaRachel.com. I want to thank Artisan Cooking Supply for sponsoring this video, letting me try out the nut milk bags and make my own almond milk. It tastes delicious, healthy, nutritious. I can't say enough how nuts I am about nuts. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching, and I look forward to seeing you again in the next video.